Today, we have a very special investor with us. We're going to refer to him as Mr. H. Before we dive into your portfolio, I would love to understand a little bit about you, where you're based out of, your journey so far.
I'm from Bangalore. I was a software professional, around 15 to 16 years of experience. Last year, April, I quit my job. I started my investment journey from 2023, around August, September time. Right now, I'm doing full-time option trading. My wife is also working. I have 2 kids. Next month, 40. I'll be 41. Yeah, and my wife is 37.
Got it. The primary source of your income is trading?
I have some rental income, around 1 lakh rental I get. I have some fixed deposit, regular income I get. Right now it's working out for me and my trading. I'm making around 1 crore a year. Last financial year I made around 97 lakhs. Yeah, you can say the primary income is trading right now.
Wonderful. It's commendable. Great. And if I may understand, what would be your monthly household expenditure?
To be frank, it's very less. Maybe we can say less than 20,000.
Including the school fee and everything put together?
That is around 3 lakhs per year for both the kids.
Do you have any sort of financial goals?
My children education is my primary goal. The other thing is whatever the building I have, that is mainly for rental purpose right now. Now I want to build a independent house completely for us. Maybe some 3-floor building only for us.
It's fantastic that you're able to earn 1 crore doing trading. Is this pre-tax?
It's not. Not yet paid the tax. My net income is around 97. In that, I have to pay tax. Yeah.
Got it. Kudos to you to change professions and still do very well. I think very few people do this. What I would also request is do look at post-tax, post-transaction charges. Over the long term, it's difficult to make a lot of money.
Even each and every day, I'm scared of that. Like something may happen in trading. I may lose my capital. Yeah.
So when you do trading, or whether it's options, whether it's stocks, keep the capital at risk small. The greatest option trader in the world goes by the firm Renaissance, and one of the secrets to their success was that they kept their capital small. Keep your capital limited. Whatever surplus comes out, you do long-term investing with it. You also need to sleep, right? Otherwise, it'll get tough. So with your permission, Mr. H, we will now want to do a deep dive of this portfolio.
I'm seeing that the invested amount is 3.15 crores. The current value of that portfolio is 3.77 crores. About 80% of the portfolio is in equity mutual funds, which is about 2.98 crores. And 20% is in fixed income mutual funds, 79 lakh rupees. Mr. H's portfolio IRR is about 11.34% versus the benchmark 10.14%. The equity portfolio's IRR is 13.4% versus the benchmark at 11.5%. Decent, it's about 200 basis points. Clearly, portfolio is currently beating the benchmark. 23 mutual funds, Sushmit.
Firstly, everything is direct. So he's optimized for cost, point number 1. Point number 2, 80-20 split is nearly a perfect split. Considering Mr. H does trading, he does need a little bit of stability. Everything cannot be equities. The only recommendation here is we have to bring down the number of funds from 20 to 7 or 8. Frankly, as the quantum of money increases, you will be tempted to buy more and more funds. And trust me, very soon, this will become 50 funds, 60 funds, 70 funds, right? If you like a fund and if you want to buy a new fund, I would strongly recommend that you only do it as a replacement rather than an addition. Apart from that, on the equity portfolio, the mix of large, mid and small, as long as you're trading, have more in large cap than mid and small cap. I'm sure these funds are sometimes used as collateral. When you use them as collateral, if you have too much small and mid cap, the volatility may lead to margin calls. So, my recommendation is until you use this for collateral, I would recommend to have at least 70% large cap. The volatility is much lesser. And yeah.
Sushmit, help us explain collateral.
sometimes for trading purposes, especially, you typically are able to get more room to trade if you give something as collateral, right? Now, this collateral could be fixed deposit, collateral could be mutual funds, collateral could be stocks sometimes. Here in this case, it clearly looks like he uses mutual funds as collateral. God forbid if something goes wrong, then not only do your trading positions make loss,
Right.
you also sometimes get what we call margin calls,
Okay.
which is the broker or the intermediary will ask you to pay up, and that point in time your collateral gets liquidated, right? And in crisis everything falls, and hence what falls lesser is better for you when you use it as a collateral. So
Right.
typically, and as we have seen, small caps and mid caps have much more volatility than large caps. So anybody who uses mutual funds or stocks as a collateral to get more room to trade
Right.
should have as much large cap as possible.
Right.
Anything that you make over and above a certain pool of trading, please move that capital to long term. Do not use that as margin. Yeah.
So this is very interesting, Sushmit, because what you're essentially saying is that sometimes portfolios, especially mutual fund portfolios, are created to sustain some other activity, in this case, trading. If this is acting as the ammunition, this also needs to be right, because this is what is giving you the firepower.
Absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
interesting. Very interesting. Very rarely do we see portfolios of this size
Yeah.
pledged for trading. Any other key takeaways, Sushmit, for Mr. H?
I just hope Mr. H does not go overboard. It's very easy to get carried away.
Right.
We should speak to his spouse to make sure that there is a limit on his trading. Left to men, we normally go overboard.
Yeah, that is the reason actually I'm not doing any fresh investments. Actually, whatever the returns I'm getting from the trading, that I'm moving to real estate. I'm scared of increasing my portfolio size, because if I have more capital, then I'll use for trading and the risk will be more. Yeah.
What I would recommend, Mr. S, the other way to think about this is that you should open a mutual fund account in your kid's name, the two kids' name. You should do like an SIP into their names. I also have a 10.5-year-old kid. I don't see them managing real estate, when they grow up, right? So, they're all going to grow up in the digital era, and the safest way to do it is what my spouse got me to do, which is do it a joint account between her and the kid, and not between me and the kid.
Yeah, one more thing I wanted to ask. Right now, I have around 80 lakhs in SGBs. Some benefits I have taken back in past. So I'm planning to liquidate those and move it to some debt mutual fund.
I would strongly recommend that you look at a diversified, dynamic asset allocation, which is some equity, some debt, and some precious metals, not only debt. And if you do debt, please do, longer tenure, because you have a long-term vision. I think one thing in India is very clear for us is that there is a current inflation spike that may happen because of the crude prices. But over the long term, as our country matures and becomes larger in economy, we have typically seen inflation drop. Today, 10-year GSEC is nearly 7%. If you think about it from a 5-year perspective, will our inflation be closer to 4% or 7%? The answer is mostly 4%. In that case, your 10-year GSEC should be closer to 5.5%, 6%, right? So that's broadly the way I would think about it. Do long tenure debt if you want to do debt, but my strong recommendation is to do multi-asset rather than, because you have a long-term tenure, right? You don't have a short-term tenure. So do take advantage of equities. Equities is probably the best way to capture a country's growth and the company's growth within the countries.
Sushmit, we spoke about, so there are two major goals. One is that of the education of both the children, and the second is of the construction of the independent house. Do you think that the current portfolio is set up to achieve that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got age on his side. One of the best aspects of this conversation for me has been the frugality, right? We don't get clients who have nearly 4 crores in financial savings and a lifestyle spend of 60,000 rupees a month. I cannot tell you how big a compounding machine he's building.
Yes.
Because of his lifestyle. Mr. and his spouse put together are nearly adding 20% to their AUM from savings every year, right? It's quite crazy if you think about it. He has a current AUM of 4 crores. He's effectively doing an annual SIP through savings of 80 lakhs, right? That's crazy, right? Like, I mean, if he can continue this even for 5 years, he will go well past 60 crores in 20 years.
So, this gives me that favorite question of mine. Can Mr. H's net worth reach 100 crores?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have no doubt that this is a mathematical certainty. As long as Mr. H promises me to control his trading urge and not build a mansion in the middle of MG Road, right? I think he has every way to reach a 100 crore number.
Incredible to meet a 100 crore man. Fantastic. Mr. H, thank you for taking the time out. Sharing your journey has been incredible. And I hope that the audience here takes away some of these key learnings, especially around the frugality and how it just accelerates the compounding machine 10x, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for doing this.
If you would like to review your portfolio on the Deserve app, scan the QR code on the screen or download using the link in the description below. If you would like to get featured on this series and have your portfolio reviewed, fill out the form by clicking on the link in the description below.